Hey folks, Yeti Legs here. Just want to let you know what to expect out of the next 2 episodes of our podcast, Yeti Walks into Basecamp. So they're going to cover Basecamp or Marie's trek on the Collegiate Loop, which is a 160-mile loop here in Colorado, largely up in the high country. This first episode you're listening to right now is going to cover a lot of really just kind of misery that she experienced on the first handful of days of the trek by herself. She did go and hike that with her husky dog, Leve, but she was hiking in rain and thunderstorms and cold. And this is in the summer, which is just insane, but you never know what to expect out in the high country of Colorado. So expect that in this episode, and stay tuned for the second part where we break down a little bit of what she experienced as a solo female hiker and what other female hikers can experience or expect to experience whenever they're out there doing some longer backpacking treks by themselves. If you want to hear a little bit about Leve, that's here too. Thanks for listening, and we hope you enjoy. What's up, folks? How you doing?
Hey, everybody.
What's up, Tram Bam? Tramily?
Tram Bam.
Yeah. Welcome to our podcast.
Yeti.
Walks.
Into Basecamp.
Talking.
Through hiking.
There you go. We are your hosts. I'm Yeti Legs.
And I'm Basecamp.
We're a married couple. We like to through hike. We do some ultra running too. We have a dog named Leve. She's a husky Malamute.
Yep. Good old muskie.
She's a good old muskie. And this is our podcast. We like to talk about through hiking and all things hiking related. So here we are. This is actually kind of a special, I think it'll be a 2-part episode. To give you some background context. Yeah. Basecamp here is in the middle, almost the tail end, really.
I'm on the 3/4.
She's on the 3/4 home stretch of hiking the Collegiate Loop, which is a 160-mile...
It's actually 165.
165-mile trek around the Collegiate Peaks here in Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
Starts and ends typically in the Twin Lakes area, but you can basically choose your start point.
Choose your adventure.
Choose your adventure here. She's got about 35 miles left, but she's in the midst of a huge rainstorm, and there is a chance of lightning for a few hours today. So I drove 2 hours and picked her up, and then we went and got some lunch, and now here we are.
Yeah, I literally called him this morning as I'm climbing this massive alpine ridge line, and it's just been raining nonstop on this entire experience, and storming and lightning, and I'm to the point where now anytime I hear an airplane coming, I think it's thunder. And I tense up because I'm so scared of thunderstorms hitting. Like this is what my body is doing now, because it's just happened so many times on this entire thing, which has only been 8 days.
That's crazy. But
it feels like it's been a month.
So she started last Friday and today is Friday, but it's been 8 days of hiking. Think about that. Do the math.
Yeah, it's really trippy. But I called Wesley this morning crying because I was like, it's raining, and it wasn't supposed to be raining until this afternoon, but it's been raining all morning. I woke up to rain in the Alpine. I'm hiking in rain, and it's freezing. And I was like, I just need a warm place to thaw out.
Yeah.
But Wesley was like, but that's like 4 hours for you to just thaw out. And I'm like, yeah. And then he's
not long enough.
He's looking at the weather and he's like, oh, it might be like lightning this afternoon. I was like, nope, I ain't doing that shit anymore. I'm not doing this. And I'm in Alpine. I'm like in 12,000 feet Alpine terrain this entire stretch. And so Wesley goes, how about this? Why don't I just come and pick you up and take you to lunch, and let's reevaluate from there. Sure enough.
And here we are back at home.
Well, I was drenched when he came to pick me.
She was soaking wet.
It was so bad.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, going hypothermic over there. It was freezing.
So she's hiking this at the tail end of August. This is not typical August weather.
Not at all. It's like a monsoon out there.
I would expect this in Georgia in September. That's our hurricane season.
Yeah.
But not right now in Colorado, which is crazy. Some pretty crazy weather. We're seeing a heavy drought season so far. A lot of dead limbs and dead leaves on trees. Our aspen are already starting to turn yellow to straight brown before they go through their typical leaf change.
And we haven't had like June, July, we didn't really get our typical every day we get a storm feel.
Yeah.
It wasn't like that.
Nope.
So here comes August, and I guess it just decided, well, let's dump it all before winter.
He's cray-cray.
Like to the point where I had a through hiker asking me this morning, so is this like Colorado's monsoon season? I was like, we don't get monsoons here.
Not like that.
Just to give you an idea.
Yeah. So we're recording this in late August. We wanted to release this trail tale after we have finished our PCT story, because we've been dragging that sucker out for like 3 years. And we really just wanted to get through the rest of that content before hopping to a new one. That way we're not confusing everybody. So here we are.
Yeah, we decided, since it's all fresh in my mind now.
Yeah. She's in like high processing mode right now.
Oh my gosh. High processing. So Wesley's like, why don't we record an episode while you're here before you finish? I was like, sure, why not?
So that's what we're doing.
Grab a beer and let's go.
I don't have any questions. I'm not going to be the primary host of this episode, primary talker. I'll ask you a few questions, but I just want to hear about your story.
Okay. Well, started off with a question because I don't even know where to start. I feel like you've heard so much of my process already, but
yeah. So I did the Colorado Trail in 23 by myself. She was awesome enough to support me along that venture, and she brought me like resupplies, and we met up in Leadville, and we had a few nights there together. So that was a really great experience, but it was my hike, and she's been wanting her own through hike for a while. And while this isn't the 500-ish miles that the Colorado Trail is, this is a really good like icebreaker into solo hiking, since you would never backpacked by yourself before.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. How's it been so far? And that's not a loaded question.
Here's what I will say is, I think if the weather hasn't played such a massive part of this, it would be amazing.
What do you mean the weather? What's been happening?
Well,
so you've been hiking for 8 days.
Yeah. And every day. So not exaggerating. Well, the first day I got to hike through without any storms. There was some sprinkles in the afternoon, but nothing crazy. But then that night I pitched the tent, and within 30 minutes it starts pouring rain.
Wait, so I dropped you off at Twin Lakes. How far did you hike that first day?
20.7.
I got you there at like 7 in the morning. So you have plenty of time.
No, it was 8.
Okay. 8.
Started around 8:30.
Okay.
And I got to my destination around 7.
Okay.
From there, it started lightning. And it rained for 4 hours. and the problem with the Colorado soil is it doesn't soak up water well.
Depends on where you are.
I guess it depends on where you are, yes. Yeah. So where I was, it didn't soak up water well. So here comes all the rain. And I'm trying to like just pull up the Tyvek. I'm trying to scrunch it up beside the tent. And didn't help at all. Like water is coming into the tent.
It should also be noted that she is hiking this with her husky dog, Loba.
Yes.
So water is coming into the tent, and you have a dog in the tent with you.
Yes.
That you can't like verbally coordinate with.
No. So I'm doing all this by myself. His Loba is probably thinking I'm playing with her, but it's still getting in the tent. And it's still wet. It finally stopped raining, I think, around 2 a.m. And that was my welcome into this whole trail, was just a very sopping wet tent. And it was cold temperatures. It was like in the 40s when I woke up. And both the inside of the tent and the rainfly soaking wet. Like Tyvek soaking wet.
You're in trees, right?
I'm in trees as well. Everything's soaking wet. It's just disgusting. So I wake up pissed, and I'm like freezing, and I'm hoping that the sun comes out to dry the tent. So I'm just waiting around for nothing. So I finally pack up the tent. I'm like, I just need to start hiking because it's getting really cold. So I do, and I'm hiking. Still no sun's coming out. So like this is the beginning and the intro of the hike. And I keep thinking this whole time, it's just going to be a classic Colorado weather, you know, and classic Colorado weather means you wake up and it's blue skies. Like this is Colorado weather.
Summer Colorado weather.
Yeah. Well, August, it should be. You wake up, it's blue sky, baby blue skies. About 12 p.m., clouds start rolling in. And then the afternoon, you get a thunderstorm or you get rain. Like that's just kind of how it works about 2 or 3 p.m. And then it clears up. And the nighttime is beautiful. This is Colorado. This was not at all what I am experiencing.
Mm-hmm.
My tent is still wet. I'm hiking for 2 hours and there's still there's an inversion happening. So I can't get out of the clouds. And then finally, like 2 hours later, the sun comes out and I dry the tent for 30 minutes. And then I keep going. And then guess what? It starts raining again. I don't think that was the day. That wasn't the day I experienced the lightning. I mean, there was lightning, but I was able to hide at Princeton Hot Springs and hide under the general store. So I was able to hide from the lightning.
What is Princeton Hot Springs?
Princeton Hot Springs is this area where a ton of people go, and it's a hot spring, and they have capitalized on this hot spring, and they've turned it into this toy land. Like there's it's like a kid's little water park. And then there's the hot springs for the adults. And then they have a ton of hotel, cabins, a hotel. And they have this little general store. And it's just kind of like a little playground for adults and kids is what I'd call it. But with hot springs is the draw. And so you have people from all walks of life here. And when I stumbled upon it, there's 100 people there.
If you had to give me a really rough percentage, how many of them had pot bellies? I feel like the people that you usually see at water parks and hot springs are usually the people you don't want to see in a bikini.
I mean, it was probably 50% I wasn't looking, but
okay,
probably 50%.
Okay. So this is your second day hiking.
And here comes another storm.
And here's a hot spring.
And then as I'm at the general store, here comes a big storm. It's a lightning storm. They're pulling everybody out of the pool in the hot springs. And there I am just waiting it out.
Were you intending to get in the hot springs?
No, I was going to keep going. I wanted to do a 20-mile day that day.
And you didn't have Loba, so.
I did. And this day, now I'm hang on, maybe I'm getting all my hairs crossed.
Well, that's because you need another sip of beer and we need to talk about our drink of the choice.
Oh, yeah.
I know. We're both drinking the same thing today. This is actually some beer that we picked up today from the brew pub that I took Basecamp to after her rescue.
As he took me out to lunch. Eddie Line Brewery.
What kind of beer is it, though?
It's a pumpkin patch, you guys. Pumpkin's out.
End of August, pumpkin's out. Granted, Oktoberfest starts in September, beginning of September. It's the whole month.
Yeah.
But pumpkin
is here.
Come on.
I love pumpkin.
Get your basic white bitch pumpkin spice lattes, everybody. That doesn't just apply to gals. That applies to boys too, because I will give me a PSL in a heartbeat. Yeah, so it's a pumpkin pale ale.
It's pretty darn good.
Yeah, it's 4.6%. It's really not bad at all.
No. Yeah, but that just gives you a taste to my weather. It got worse and worse and worse from there. Every day, it's probably raining 3 to 4 times a day. It lightning at least twice a day.
So it's rain, 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 dry, rain, 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 dry.
I only saw the sun every day at least an hour, and that's it. And that's not exaggerating. I was so angry. I was so angry at Mother Nature in Colorado. I was like, you hate me, don't you? Why have you done this to me?
So Twin Lakes is on the east side. Imagine an egg, an oval. That's what the Collegiate Loop is. Twin Lakes is the central east side of the egg.
Yeah.
And you're hiking south clockwise.
So any CT hikers or pretty much CT hikers, they would hike Sobo on the east side. That's what I was doing. It's the east side of the Colorado Trail.
Yeah. So the Collegiate Loop is the oval, and the east side of the oval is the Colorado Trail.
And the west side
is the CDT.
Yes. So they both connect, which is really cool.
Yeah.
So now this whole hike's coming out of it called the Collegiate Loop that a lot of people are starting to do. And I will say, I think it's a great intro for people who want to get their feet wet through hiking.
Yeah. As long as Basecamp and I can remember, we have carried Sawyer products with us. Specifically, we are huge fans of the Sawyer Squeeze, which has been our go-to water filtration system since we've been backpacking. We always rely on it in the backcountry, and we do take a little bit of a redundancy with us on occasion. We'll take a water chemical treatment as well. It's a great idea to have a backup. What we want to say is that Sawyer has always been there. It's always given us peace of mind when we knew that we had water coming up. even if it might be a little bit sketchy, especially from some of those cow ponds out in the Arizona trail. So we just want to fully endorse Sawyer, tell you to go and check out some of the stuff that they have to offer. You can get the Sawyer Squeeze. You can get some mini versions if you want to shave off a little bit of weight from your backpack. They also have treatment for your gear that you can use to try and keep the bugs at bay whenever summer and spring are in full swing. And they have some pretty cool looking swag if you go and check out their website. Right now, through Yeti Walks into Basecamp, they're offering a 20% discount to anyone listening. So go and check out their website, and at checkout, just plug in the code Yeti Basecamp. That is YETI BASECAMP at checkout to get 20% off of your entire purchase at Sawyer. Thank you so much, Sawyer, for sponsoring this podcast and this episode. What's been some stuff that you took with you that you love and some stuff that you don't like?
Leve has been and will always be my tried and true. It's like a security blanket. Like I can pull it out at any time and know that I will get warm.
But Leve is the name of the company. What are you taking with
It's
you?
the Alpha Hoodie 120.
Yeah, and you have the beanie, right?
Yes.
The matching beanie.
Yeah, I typically wear just the hoodie. Like sometimes I'll wear it when I'm hiking, especially if I'm at Alpine.
Yeah.
Typically it's at night right when I get in. I'll put it on. And it's really helped alleviate some weight because for this hike, I took, for my warmth layers, I took the 120 Alpha Hoodie and then I took my Atmos Rab, which is honestly a mid layer. It's not a puffy. It's a
mid-weight synthetic.
Yeah. And it's great, but it's not, I didn't take a puffy on this. And now I'm like, I probably need to take my puffy.
But you took a really heavy duty rain shell.
Thank God.
In which if you have your other layers on underneath it, the rain shell just holds the heat in.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yes. And I haven't been freezing on this trail except for today. But that's, I think, just because it was hailing. I was at 12,000 feet and it was overcast and windy for like 5 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Leve was great. And I also took the Leve pants out there, which was so clutch. I put them on at like after I was done hiking and put them over my pants and like it was perfect and slept in them. Perfect.
Yeah. Leve is pretty solid. I won't lie.
I love it.
Every time we've done this a few times, we'll botch up our layers. We'll put massive holes in them. We'll send them to Cameron and he'll patch them up for us. Good as new.
Yeah.
You can never tell where the holes were. So not only do you get solid stuff, but you get someone who will repair it for you because these things can be a little bit delicate and it's easy to put holes in them.
Yep. Yep. And then Sawyer, like my water filter was amazing.
Have you been filtering a lot of water out there or tabbing it?
No, I've been filtering it because it's so cold to try to dunk my Vesica down into it. My hands are just freezing by the end, at least with the Canuck bladder. I can just hold it and get it in there. And I've been like, I'll tab it if I'm moving through the day and I'm hiking and I don't want to stop, then I'll tab it. But like morning and night, I've been filtering it and I've been doing what I saw you always do. I just use the Sawyer in the bladder for my food. So I'll put that in my pot or my coffee.
And boil it?
Well, no, I'll use the filter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's been pretty convenient.
If y'all didn't know this, you can boil water for approximately 60 seconds if you pull it from a semi clear source, and it's safe to drink after that.
Boom.
I know.
No, I haven't been doing that because my fuel can, I'm a little nervous it's almost out. I've been like feeling it going, this feels like it could run out any minute. I don't know.
Yeah.
You should feel it and see.
I will feel it. Do you have anything else you're really glad you have with you on this hike in particular?
Oh, my Pumori North Face jacket. 100%.
Is that like a light one or a heavyweight one?
It's a middleweight. It's a mountaineering, like hiking jacket. It's what you take mountaineering. So it's a lighter weight mountaineering jacket is what you would consider a Pumori jacket. So it's a hard shell, but lighter texture type to carry it. It's probably a pound. I would say a pound and a couple ounces. So it's not like it ain't, 2 ounce jacket here, but, yeah, no, everybody had the dinky rain jackets on. And I was like, holy shit, this is not the type of weather you want those for.
Yeah.
So I was really glad to have my Pumori. Was really glad to have the Big Agnes rain cover shell for the backpack. That really came in clutch.
You think that would be better than using like the waterproof stuff sack?
Yes.
It's
Because I
basically
don't-
like a trash bag you put inside the pack.
Yeah, because I don't want my backpack wet.
Yeah, that's true.
So I prefer that.
Because you got stuff in the outside pockets too.
Yeah, I did. I mean, I had the Garmin in the outside pocket, you know.
Which that's effectively waterproof.
Is it?
I wouldn't like throw it in a lake and expect it to work.
You want me to throw it in a lake and test it? I can do that. I might accidentally.
That's actually been a really clutch item because we've been communicating a lot with that thing.
Yeah, I'll just text Wesley and be like, it's storming again.
Like, this fucking sucks. I'm crying right now.
Like, I hate this. I mean, listen, I think it's fine when there's like 2 days of storms. Sure.
Yeah.
Cool. But when it's 8 days of storming
Yeah, that's pretty painful.
consistently, oh my gosh, this really does something to your mental state. Like, I think it just breaks something in your will to live.
Your will
like,
to
it's like, why am I even doing this? Like, there's no enjoyment. All it is a grind. That's it. It's not even enjoyable. Like, yesterday was enjoyable because there was at least, it was cloudy. It wasn't like I wasn't nervous there was going to be a lightning storm. And it rained 3 times yesterday, and it kind of sprinkled and it hailed, but it was like I had enough tree coverage to, you know, not get too crazy.
Yeah.
So it wasn't too much. It was just like a storm would come through and you'd see it coming and you'd be like, okay, let me find a tree and duck under it for 20 minutes and then keep going. Like that was yesterday. And that's Colorado, right? That's what we're all used to is, it's 20 minutes and it's gone.
and yesterday was day 7. She's skipping ahead.
Sorry. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
That's
Day
okay.
7.
That's okay.
But that was probably the best day I had for the storms because I could see the storm coming, the hailstorm, and be like, oh, cool. Let me go find a tree.
And
then, great. 20 minutes later, it's passed. Okay, I'll keep going.
Was there any other like really pivotal gear you've got?
My Thermarest Hyperion 20-degree bag has been absolutely amazing out here. It's super lightweight. I think it's only 14 ounces and very, very warm. I do pair it with a liner that adds, I think, 10 degrees. And yeah, I've been super warm out there. I think it's perfect for the 30 to 40 degree lows temps. I think you could still use it when you're in like 10s, 20s, if you take a stronger liner out there, you know, with more bang for your buck heat. What else was amazing? I mean, my Thermarest sleeping pad is always clutch. So thankful to have it because, to be honest, the wet...
Wait, which one?
The Thermarest X-Therm.
Oh, yeah, the warm one.
I do think having a blow-up mat in a situation like this was perfect because the tent was so wet all the time. And like water would just seep underneath and get under the tent as well. And so it was really helpful to have a blow-up mat versus like one of those cute little accordion mats.
Yeah, if you would have had one of the foam pads, the water holds in the cups.
It would have been, I would have just hated my life. Like, I can't tell you how many times I just lost it out there because of the cold, wet water that was everywhere. And then I get in the tent and it was everywhere. I was like, this is supposed to be my safe haven. Why are you here?
It sounds stressful.
The whole hike has been stressful because of weather. I would love this hike and I would massively enjoy this hike because it is beautiful and it is a fun, challenging hike if the weather hadn't played such a massive part of it.
Jeez. I guess you can't control the weather, but you can control what you take with you. Isn't there a saying, there is no bad weather, there's only bad equipment?
Yes, but also all the best equipment in the world cannot stop you from having mental breakdowns out there from all of the weather.
Whenever y'all can't see this, but whenever she was saying that, she was looking like off into the space, like she was recalling some dark moments.
You have no idea. I just like it. There's just certain like lightning. No equipment can ever help you with lightning. No good equipment can help you with lightning
unless you carry a lightning rod.
But isn't that attract lightning?
Yeah, you can carry it and like place it near you.
Why would you do that?
Like not close, but close enough to where it's gonna be attracted to the rod instead of like your tent.
Kind of like my hiking poles and my tent poles and her e-collar, throwing that away from me.
Yeah. That.
Yeah, I know there's other cool gear that I have. I just
It's okay.
That's not the priority in my head right now.
No, it's completely okay. I was just curious about what you had that you really liked.
Yeah.
We can.
Oh, the Your Yuckies has really come in.
Wait, you actually took that?
Well, yeah, and good thing I did. So I didn't know this. I wasn't supposed to start my period. I was supposed to start. I started 5 or 6 days early.
Yeah.
So I started day 2 of the hike, and I had nothing out there. I had no pads. I had nothing to stop the flow of my blood. So I remember Chance from Backpacker Radio talking about this whole episode where she had her period. It was super heavy flow. She had nothing with her. So she used her buff down there, and she just kept like cleaning it in water and then reusing it.
Wait, when did this happen?
For me,
Mm-hmm.
it was night 2. So day 2, I felt exhausted all day. Like I felt like I had no energy. I literally could not get up the climbs. Like I was just really struggling bad. And I decided to camp at 16 miles because I'm like, I can't go any further. I'm so tired.
Mm-hmm.
And then I go to the bathroom that night after I pitched the tent, and sure enough, I see blood.
And you're like, oh, well,
I'm
that
like,
explains a lot.
Well, that's why I was exhausted. And so I had nothing with me. So I used my buff, my
Okay.
sweet buff that I love. And I put it down there, and I threw it away the next day.
Oh, my, that poor buff. Rest in peace.
I know, I'm so sad about it, but it
Rest in buff.
was pretty bad. I was bleeding pretty hard.
Jeez.
And so
Hiking as a woman, as a female.
hiking as a female, what fun that is.
Mm-hmm.
The blood. I don't even
Nobody
know.
makes me bleed my own
Oh
blood.
my gosh. All I kept thinking was, because I was like, what am I going to do? Like, when am I going to get pads?
Mm-hmm.
And so then I remembered, I was like, oh shoot, I'm going to Princeton Hot Springs, and Wesley mentioned they had a general store. Let's hope they have some pads. And so sure enough, they did on day 3.
There you go.
And I got pads, and I threw away my buff.
Wait, so they let you take Loba inside the general store at Princeton?
Absolutely. And she did so damn good. She didn't pull. She didn't go try to smell anything. She just followed me. She sat with me.
Okay.
She was really, really good.
Did they have a lot of stuff in there? Was it
Yeah.
like a little restaurant too, or was it just like a grocery
It's a
store?
little pizza box. They had little Hunt's pizzas in there that you can buy.
The Hunt's Pros or whatever.
Yeah. They had that. And then they had, apparently there is a restaurant there, but I didn't go into it or see it. I did see a sign for a restaurant
Oh, I think it's across the courtyard.
on the other side.
Because I remember seeing a bunch of people going into there for an event when I was hiking the CT.
Nice. It's funny how Wesley, like, there's places he would tell me about on the CT when he hiked it, and then when I got to it, I'd be like, "Oh shit, this is so weird." Like, it was weird how like 2 years later, I'm now in the same spot that you were at. Like, when I got to that spot, I had lunch there. It's where you camped. And it's that road that takes you to Belford and Oxford. You remember there's a creek right there, and there's an RV, like a ton of camp spots. We camped there one winter.
Oh, yeah. Clear Creek Reservoir.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And you had camped there. So I had lunch there with Loba.
You didn't have any weird female interactions like I did there?
No, I did not. I did have a family, though, stare me down very strangely.
I'm sure they did.
They were all like, it was 3 kids and 2 parents, all super overweight. No offense to you guys, but all of, like, even the 10-year-old girl was overweight. Like,
Bless her heart.
and they all just kind of stared at me because they were really confused. I think they wanted to fish where I was. And they also had a dog. They didn't even say hello. Like, I said hello to them, and they just stared at me and kept walking.
Mhm.
I was like, okay, weird.
You know, I'm all for outdoor recreation, hunting, fishing, all that. But I do feel ways about catch and release because I've heard that the fish that are caught and then released have a low chance of survivability.
Wait, really?
Yeah. And I can't like reference a paper or give you any statistics, but that's just what I've heard.
Yeah.
And I mean, it would make sense. They're stressed out. Unless you catch them perfectly,
Yeah.
like on the lip, like you have a chance of puncturing a gill or something else. So
Poor fish.
I know. It's a double-edged sword because it gets people outside to appreciate nature in a different way. But
Yeah. I guess it's better than if you catch and keep.
Well, if you catch and
Because
keep,
at least you're going to eat it.
you'll at least eat it that way. And I feel like those areas that let you keep what you catch, they have a pretty strict cap on what you can keep. So, but that's an aside. Sorry that the family was staring you down. Kind of weird.
It's fine.
Was there any other like really pivotal gear you've got? Maybe the e-collar? Has that been helpful or not so much? Because she's been tired.
Lately, I feel like Loba's just obeying off of my commands. I have not needed to use e-collar other than if she gets super like into some smell. It's really hard to pull her out unless I tone her.
Mm-hmm.
But at the beginning, I will say, yes, I think the e-collar we have, it's the Garmin Sportsman Pro.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that it definitely has played a really pivotal role in just keeping her closer. Keeping her, like now she knows these words, where are you? I can't see you. So she'll come back around the corner. I've been shocking her though if she gets out of my sight, because you start to realize she could easily run into a bear. She could run into a moose. And what if I don't see her and it's up the trail?
Mm-hmm.
And then she comes running at me and it comes running at me. Like, I don't know. I just have all these scenarios playing out in my head. And so I just very much would be like, shocking her as soon as she got out of my sight and was just like, nope, not going to work.
Have you had any big scares with her yet?
No, we did almost run into 2 moose.
Oh yeah, the ones at your camp.
Yeah, so I think it was day 4. It was night 4. We're getting close to the campsite that I'm trying to camp for the night, close to water. And I remember having this weird feeling that something was like close to us. And Loba starts, and that was the other thing is Loba on day 4, Loba was a menace. Like she would just go off to the right, off to the left. Like I couldn't find her hardly ever and have to call her back. And shocking wasn't helping. It was just a day. And that was the day of the lightning storm, the really scary one that that was over us. And so it's just a bad day. But that night we're getting closer to the camp. And then Loba gets all of a sudden nuts and she's sniffing. Like she's just on one of her little like sniff hunts and she's just going wherever her sniff goes. And then she just disappears to the right. I call her back and then she keeps wanting to go right. Mm-hmm. But I keep like toning and shocking her because she won't obey. Mm-hmm. And I hear something to the right snapping, but I can't see anything. And so we keep walking. And literally within a minute, we get to this campsite and there's 3 other guys there. And they're like, did you just see the moose? And I'm like, no. He's like, yeah, there was a bull and a female. It's like, cool. Well, I'm glad we didn't because with Loba, like, I don't know how that would have gone down with a bull and a female.
That's scary.
But that's it.
Everything else has been okay.
Yeah, everything else has been fine. I mean, she chases chipmunks too much.
Of course she does. And squirrels.
Oh my God. Her and squirrels is the funniest shit.
Those squirrels are so angry.
They're so angry, but Loba, what she'll do is she'll just patronize them though. She'll just sit and stare at them as they just
That's cute.
And she's just staring at them. Just like, I guess she's just trying to figure out what they're doing.
Staring at them.
And so at camp, like at night or in the morning, that's how she would find her entertainment. Is she would literally find a squirrel and go and sit under the tree as it would just cuss her out. Like, and she'd just sit there for 20 minutes staring at it. It was
Those
very
squirrels.
funny.
But you know what? They ask for it sometimes too.
I mean, yeah, they're mean.
I've watched them do some parkour off the ground, off of other trees, whenever they see her, and they could have just stayed in one spot and not made a sound, and nobody would have known they were there.
The funniest shit was that day when it like literally like you and I were backpacking with her, and the squirrel comes down the tree, and I don't know why it decided to jump.
It misses the limb
over Wesley's head. It literally almost hit his head. And it tried to it missed the limb.
And it hits the ground.
It hits the ground. And here goes Lova. I was like, oh my God.
That was funny.
That was funny. But she hasn't really tried to chase any marmots or pikas. I do think it's because her paws are probably tender. She can't really chase them in the rocks right now. I think it's too much for her and she knows it.
Yeah.
She's like, nah, it's not worth it.
Sweet girl.
I know.
So to rewind, so we've done day 1, day 2. You got from Twin Lakes all the way down to Princeton Hot Springs. What's your day 3 look like? You haven't mentioned that one much.
Day 3 was Princeton Hot Spring. Wait. day 3 was Princeton Hot Springs because day 1, I had this shitty ass climb. I did over 5,000 feet of elevation.
Mm-hmm.
It was like 5,500 feet, I think. And then day 2, I had another shitty climb. They just are back to back.
Uh-huh.
And then I come to this trailhead where it's very popular. And I think it's the junction where you start the Harvard climb.
Okay.
And Mount Harvard is one of the 14ers here. So there was a lot of people on that little strip.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember somebody had left their trash in one of the registrations. This pissed me off.
Oh.
Like I took a picture and I told Wesley about it. So it's a trailhead that's kind of like you could probably hitch out there because it's just a very popular trail, but it's not close to any town. And so people probably wouldn't hitch out there. But this, I like open up a register to write in it. And I see someone's through hiking trash.
In a tortilla bag.
And I know it was a through hiker because it looked like through hiker trash. Like,
what was in it?
I mean, I have the picture. I should look. But like,
Wet
it
wipes.
was like wet wipes, toilet paper. And then it was like their food trash. It was just stuff you see from a through hiker. And it was disgusting. And it was open. Like, it wasn't even closed.
Oh,
I was like, who the
really?
fuck put their disgusting trash in here? Yes, it was still open, the tortilla bag.
Wow.
I guess they just ripped it open. There was no like closing thing to it. But that was day 2. And then I ran into a couple people. I was really tired. I remember I was really exhausted this day. And I just could not get up this climb. Like, it was a painful climb. And I remember stopping at this campsite at like 15.5 miles or something. And I was thinking about camping there, but there was a ton of like blowdowns and dead trees. And then these 2 guys come up. So I started out talking to these guys and they were just section hiking. I think they were only going like 30 miles. But it's just so funny how when I first started, you know, I did 20 and then I did 16. But everybody I would meet in the middle was only doing like 10. And they were shocked when they heard me say I did 20 miles the first day. It was interesting. The east side, people weren't doing as many miles, but the west side, people were doing more. It was interesting. I don't know if it was like a more section hikers on the east side kind of thing, more collegiate loop, and then the more CT hikers were on the west side. It's interesting to see the difference in the dynamics, but a lot of section hikers on the east side.
Okay.
But I camped on day 2 in this epic spot that was right by a creek, and it's very inconspicuous. You wouldn't even see it. You had to turn left and see it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like down this huge slope. So you have to like get down it to get to the campsite. But it was a beautiful campsite, great camp spot, right beside the water. I actually slept really well that night. And then it was kind of wet, but not too wet that night. So it didn't get too crazy. So it dried by the next morning. So I was able to get up day 3, and day 3 is when Princeton Hot Springs happened.
So you lied to me at the beginning.
I'm sorry. I know I got all confused.
How do you get confused with 8 days that you are still hiking?
It's all running together already. I don't remember what happened day 3. I'm on day 8 now.
What happened day 117 on the PCT 3 years ago?
That's why we have you.
Oh my God.
If it were left up to me, we would be done. We wouldn't even know what's happened at this point. It's like, oh yeah, we were.
Which is funny because you're the producer and the assistant director. You're the one who keeps the timeline on schedule.
Yeah, but I get paid a shit ton of money to do that.
Oh, that's true.
And when I'm not doing that, I don't want to do that. Other than when, you know what's weird? On this hike, I haven't been doing any of those logistic things that I do.
That's funny.
I've just been waking up, leaving, and being like, okay, I want to get 20 miles or camp by 7. And every day I've pretty much gotten what I need.
Good for you.
But I also don't stop a lot. I literally hike all day.
Oh boy, I stop so much.
This is probably why this is why I have so many issues. And then you also probably feel like, damn, she's so slow. It's like, because I just hike all day. I take like a 20-minute lunch break is what I'm learning.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
Oh, I want to take like a 30 to 45 minute and like
hour.
I'm going to swap out my camera lens a few times to get some landscapes and some close-ups. And
And then it's like the poop breaks, and then like you have a poop break, and then I have a poop break, and then we take like a snack break, and then we take a water break, and then we take another snack break later. And for me, I've just been hiking a lot.
Have you not been doing a little snacky break every 5 miles?
No.
Huh.
I just keep hiking.
I require that.
So this is why I panic when we're together, because I'm like, we're never going to make 20 miles if we keep stopping.
But we will.
No, we don't. Not with my pace.
Every 5 miles, I need a snacky.
See, I just keep eating while I'm hiking. That's what I do. I eat while I hike.
Some shug.
Yeah. I'll eat my little fig bars while I'm hiking. I'll eat my little gummies.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I just eat while I hike. The only time I've been taking a break is at lunch for Loba, really. And to get my food out of my bag.
Giveaway alert! When you're 15 miles into your day and your climb is just getting started, every ounce matters. You need gear that is just as strong as you are without the extra weight. Aardwolf Gear Company crafts intuitive, ultralight accessories for the outdoor enthusiast in you. Using creative design principles and Dyneema composite fabric, they hand make accessories that are durable, waterproof, and designed to withstand the elements you choose. All of their products are cottage made in Flagstaff, Arizona, just a mile from the AZT. From spoon covers to waterproof food bags, Aardwolf gear is made by backpackers for everyone. When Basecamp and I hiked the Arizona Trail in November of last year, we not only cozied our spoons with a little slip cover, but we also put our full-size toothbrushes, not the sawed-off ones, into their little color-coded sleeves so we could tell them apart. We also stuffed our electronics into a waterproof ditty bag and stored our food in a roll-top sack that we knew would keep our food protected from winter condensation without breaking our backs. Every single bit of it was Aardwolf gear. If you go to aardwolfgear.com and plug in the code YETI15, that is YETI15, you can get 15% off of your entire order at checkout. And as a way of saying thank you to the beautiful world that inspires their work through Earth Day, which is April 22nd, Aardwolf Gear will be donating 10% of all profits from their new green-colored items to Conservation Legacy. That's a nonprofit organization working to support the next generation of conservation leaders. If you'd like to try out one of their trowel bags, you can snag one free of charge if you're the first person to shoot an email over to yetiwalksintobasecamp@gmail.com with a story. We want to know what the heaviest backpack is that you have ever carried out into the natures. Be the first to send us that story, and we'll reach out to you via email to get you that free trowel bag from Aardwolf Gear. Thank you, Aardwolf, for sponsoring this podcast and this episode.
I'm trying to remember night 3. I don't remember where I camped, honestly. I remember I got up that climb. That's right. I called you. You and Deuces were heading to your backpacking trip.
You were getting close to Highway 50 at that point.
No, this was, well, yes, but not yet. That day after, so Princeton Hot Springs, the lightning storm hits while I'm at the hot springs. I'm like, perfect, because I can just hide under this like awning and wait for it to pass. But it kept raining, but the lightning was gone. So I was like, okay, it doesn't feel unsafe anymore.
Yeah.
So I throw on my jacket, I put the rain cover over the backpack, and I just start going down the road. So Loba and I are just in the rain walking on the road.
Were there a lot of cars on it?
Yes, because it was the weekend. So it was a really busy road day, and Loba did great. I leashed her the whole road. There is a road walk on the CT east side for a while. It's like a few miles, maybe 3.
It's about 3 or 4.
3 or 4. And I just leashed Loba, and she did great. She didn't pull or anything. She just kind of walked with me.
Good for her.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, this dog is great. Loba through hiking is like the dog that we've dreamt of.
She's chill.
She's so good. Everybody kept commenting how amazing she was. I was like, yeah, it's only because she's been worked.
Because she's tired.
Yeah. But I remember you called me, or I called you while I was climbing up that climb.
I think I called you that time.
Yeah, you called me, and then we lost service, but it was raining, of course. We get up that climb, I go down. Oh, that's right. I camped at Little Browns Creek. And this is a spot that Wesley and I have camped before in the winter.
Right by the Chalk Cliffs area.
Yeah, it's close to the Chalk Cliffs, but it's by this stream, and it's kind of tucked inside the trees. And I had the worst night. I swear to God, that place is haunted or something. I had the exact same feeling that night that I had the last time we camped there.
What's the feeling?
It's just this weird, gross, scary feeling, like something's going to attack me in my sleep.
Scary?
Yeah, I feel scared.
I don't remember that there. Maybe it was a little bit of unease, but I don't remember being afraid.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I did. And I felt afraid again that night. And then sure enough, it rained again.
As it does.
As it does. And I woke up, the tent was soaked again. I started hiking again. And this is day 4. And I have a soaking wet tent. And I'm trying to find a window to dry it, as this becomes just my routine. But the sun's clouded by clouds, and then finally the sun opens up. I have a window. It's like probably 9:30. I dry it off. Cool. We're back on trail, 10:30. And I have my headphones in. And I'm passing people, and a lot of them were doing the Collegiate Loop, actually. And they started at the Monarch Crest, and they were coming around, what is that, clockwise?
Counterclockwise.
Okay. But I meet them, and I'm because I'm trying to make 20 miles this day. And I'm like hiking. And it's 10:30, 10:45. And all of a sudden, I think I hear thunder while I have my headphones in. And I'm like, it typically doesn't lightning at this hour. It's not, thunderstorms are rare at the hour of like this time. And I'm like, okay, I hear thunder, which isn't abnormal. This entire hike, I feel like it's been a game of Russian roulette on if I get hit with the thunder or not, because I can hear thunder in the distance everywhere I'm hiking the entire time. I just don't know if it's close to me or if it's away from me. This has been the entire hike already. So at this point on day 4, I'm like, okay, it's thundering somewhere. I need to pay attention. I just don't know where. And then all of a sudden, like a couple minutes later, the thunder's getting closer. And then a minute later, thunder's getting closer. And it's thundering consistently, like every minute now. Like it's not just every 5 minutes or every 10. Like it's literally every single minute. And I'm like, oh, that's not good. Like something in me is going, something's off. And by this time, I've climbed up to this mountain ridge top and I realize I'm at the top of it. And I have this really bad feeling. And I start to realize that it's like coming in my direction, this lightning storm. I decided to turn my cell service on to see if I had service, to see like where the storm is. And I'm in this one area where it's like, there's trees around me, but it's not a ton of trees. It's like, you've got your big tree and then you got your cute little trees kind of around the area. And so I'm kind of under this bigger tree, but it's not that much coverage. It's pretty slim. And I see this storm coming, and it's like, it's coming fast, and all I see is just a glob of yellow. And if you look on a precipitation map, yellow means extreme. And it's right over me.
Wait, you see a glob of yellow on your phone?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry, on my phone. And I see the precipitation line. It's coming right over me, and it's about to hit me.
Okay.
As I see it, though, I see that wherever I just came from is like the cusp of it. So if I can just get a little further back, then maybe I'll be a little safer, because the whole thing was about to be on that spot, like the bad part. And I see that it's like forming too. It's getting bigger, the glob is, as it's getting closer. So as I'm realizing all this, the lightning is now upon us, and it's like hitting right, like I could see a bolt over there. So I like turned to Leve and I like, we have to run. And so we start running the way we came down the trail.
She running with you?
Yes, and she thought I was playing, and so she's trying to jump on me. I was like, Leve, no. And so I get it. Like we run about 0.25, I would guess, somewhere guessing estimate about that, until I found a bigger tree and a little bit thicker woods, and I just set up camp right there. And as this is happening, because there was like lightning, I mean, it was continuing to strike. Like I've never experienced a lightning storm like this, where it's just continual strikes. And we get under it, and all of a sudden, I mean, it's just lightning everywhere. There had to have been at least 20 lightning strikes.
20? That's a lot.
At least within the time frame of 40 minutes. Yes. Like,
holy cow.
It was continual and like terrifying. Like I was shaking
and there
so
are no
bad.
New fires?
It's been raining so much though that I would assume maybe it put it out.
I hope so.
I don't know. But all I know is I even texted Jillian, who picked me up in Salida. And it went directly over Salida. I saw it move directly over. And she said that storm was so bad, she had to pull over when she was driving. Like that's how bad it was. Yeah.
The rain, not the lightning.
The lightning and the rain.
So she pulled over because of the
Because she
lightning
couldn't
or the
see.
rain?
Well, she couldn't see because of the rain.
Yeah.
But then the lightning was so bad too.
Huh.
And she was like, I was like, yeah, it was literally right over me. It was on top of me.
Jill and Craig are a couple that we met who live in Salida, Colorado.
Super sweet couple.
Yeah, we've stayed in touch with them for about 2 years now.
But yeah, it was super terrifying. I was definitely shaking. That whole thing took like an hour and a half to pass. I think it started around 11 and we didn't start hiking until 12:40. And so we were waiting for a while. Mm-hmm. And I ended up finally putting the Tyvek over us because it started like really raining and hailing.
Is that the picture that I have of y'all under the Tyvek?
Yes. We didn't start out that way because the lightning, I was just trying to get us to coverage and then was just hoping and praying lightning didn't strike the tree. And so I threw the tent poles, the hiking poles, and Loba's e-collar away from us. I was like, what do we have that lightning could attract?
But you kept the Garmin and your phone.
Yeah. I was holding my phone.
Oh, God.
It just brought me comfort. I literally was like texting Wesley while it was happening.
She was. I'm glad you had service.
Y'all, it was crazy. Like these lightning strikes were rumbling the ground. It was terrifying. I've never.
It means they were close.
Yeah, literally you'd see it and then it would hit. It would rumble. Like, and they always tell you to count to see how many miles it is away. Mm-hmm. It was not a mile away. It was like within a mile.
I would love to see an explosion of like soil and vegetation from a close lightning strike.
I should have taken, I was actually looking around and I saw one tree that looked like it had a fresh lightning strike on it. And I was going to take a picture, but I didn't. I just wanted to get out of there.
Don't blame you.
I was like, I got to get the fuck out of here.
Jeez.
And I was really intrigued because as I was looking around, there were a ton of trees that looked charred that were like standing or down. And I don't know if there had been a fire up there or if it was lightning strikes because maybe it's a path that lightning storms continue. But it was pretty bad up there. How bad the trees looked.
I'd probably say a small fire.
Probably a fire from a lightning strike.
From a lightning strike, since most of the state's in a stage 2 fire ban.
Yeah.
Not all of it, most of it. You survived that night though.
That day. That was just that was before lunch.
This feels like nighttime for some reason.
Yeah, no, it felt like nighttime. No, I had only hiked you guys at this point 4 miles or 5.
Really?
Yeah, because I just stopped to dry out the damn tent and then that all happens. That's almost 2 hours of my time gone. And now at this point it's almost 1 o'clock. And I've only done like 5 or 6 miles. I looked at Loba and I was like, we ain't stopping for lunch today, Loba.
Nope.
So we just hiked until when we almost ran into the moose. And then there was really bad lightning thunder again in the direction.
There's a pattern here.
Yeah, it started raining again that afternoon. And then it started lightning and thundering where we were going. So I pulled over and Loba came over to me and started whining.
Sweet like, girl.
Oh, poor girl. I don't know if thunder's forever wrecked her. I don't know.
I hope not.
I literally would try to cover her ears every time I saw the lightning because it was so loud. Yeah, but then that night we almost saw the moose, didn't see the moose. And then we met 3 hikers and one of them, I never recounted his name. He was doing the Collegiate loop and was almost done. He only had 27 miles. He actually started at Princeton Hot Springs, left his car there and was going to finish there. That's actually a really good idea.
It is. Go take a soak afterwards.
Oh my gosh, what a great idea. It's like, yeah get a hotel room, soak that body.
Yeah.
I'd never got his name. Anyway, he did something very interesting that I was like, oh, this is something, no offense to men, but this is what men do a lot with women. And then don't even think they realize they do it. He had asked me what that section was of the east side was going to be like that morning. And I mentioned that it would be pretty cruisy because he said he only had 27 miles left. And I said, you actually might be able to accomplish that today because it was going to be storming again that day. And so it's like, why do you want to be out in this? And I was telling him about that. And then he asked me a question about something. And then I asked him a question. And as I was telling him something, He literally just stops looking at me and turns to the other guys and goes, all right, well, it was nice to meet you. Literally, I am mid-sentence talking to him. Haven't even finished my thought. And he turns to them and goes, well, it's nice to meet you guys. I hope you have a great hike. So I realized, well, I guess he's done with this conversation. So I stopped talking and I turned to keep packing up. He continues to talk to them for the next 5 fucking minutes.
Wow.
And I was like, fuck you. Oh, sorry.
That was loud.
Sorry. Yeah, I was like, wow.
Jeez.
Welcome to a lot of men. That actually, I was like, oh, that's my life. Not with you, but
that's weird.
With a lot of men. Yeah. If they don't want to listen to a woman talk, they'll just turn away and start talking to someone else. They don't say, hey, I'm done with this conversation, or okay, I'm done. Just
but
ignore.
he had asked you a question and you're responding to the question.
Yes, but I guess he'd gotten all the information he needed. And then he decided to talk to his buddies.
Don't be like that other fellows.
But I don't remember his name. But the other 2 guys were great.
Sweet.
They were really nice. One guy was Trunks and the other guy was Michael or Matthew. And he flew in from London to meet his friend Trunks on the Colorado Trail. And Trunks was hiking the CT.
Okay.
He said it was pretty lonely. And
lonely?
Yeah, he said it was lonely for him. And I think the east side, it's because most people do the west side. And so he didn't run into a lot of hikers, like through hikers.
Well, he should have before the east side.
I know. I guess, I don't know. Maybe he just hadn't met anyone yet. Huh. But his friend came in to be with him for 8 days on his trail. So that was cool for both of them.
I enjoyed not seeing many people on the CT.
You said it was lonely, though.
I mean, it was definitely more isolated than I thought it would be.
Do you think it's because people weren't doing the same type of miles that you were doing?
Well, yeah. And I mean, if people are camping at 4 or 5 o'clock, that's like 3-4 hours. I'm hiking. I'm definitely not going to see anyone unless they're pitched.
That's exactly what happened to me.
Yeah.
I didn't see any of those people again that I passed.
Yeah.
No one ever leapfrog or has been leapfrogging with me.
You might see them now.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't really ran into anyone on my side that's doing it the same way. Yeah.
That was day 4, right?
That was day 4. Day 5, it rained again that night, day 4. It stormed, it lightninged, and it rained hard. So the tent was soaking wet, and I didn't care because I was like, I am going into town on day 5. So suck it. It's all wet.
Wait, were you going to hitch or what?
No. So Sweet Jillian actually said she'd pick me up, and I asked her to pick me up at Monarch Pass Trailhead to get ahead of all this, because there's 2 different places that I can be picked up. It's either at 68 miles, which is at Highway 50, and that's on the Colorado Trail, or I can go the CDT CT Converge and go on the other side of Highway 50, and it's Monarch Pass Trailhead, which gets me like 16 or 17 more miles, which I'd prefer, because then that way on the west side, I don't have as much to do. So she picked me up at Monarch Pass Trailhead. The CT, so you have to climb for a while. And now they have a detour that's 2 miles to the Converge, to the CDT CT, because there's so much beetle kill in that section that I think it's just too dangerous to hike now at this point. There's just too much dead wood.
Or they could be trying to thin that out.
They said timber felling is what it said.
Which means removing the dead beetle kill.
So that's what they're trying to do. But if you saw it, it was bad.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, was it bad when you did it 2 years ago?
Yeah, the whole center of the freaking CT was just full of beetle kill. And the beetle kill continued south of Marshall Pass.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad on the west side too. Like it's really bad on the west side. Like there's probably more dead trees than live trees now.
Yeah, I saw the pictures. It's terrible. Climate change,
sad.
people.
It's really bad.
Climate change.
But yeah, Jillian picked me up at Monarch Pass Trailhead. It was lovely because I booked it down there because there was going to be another big lightning storm that afternoon. Jillian picked me up and took me to elevation.
I'm sorry, you're becoming a broken record now.
Welcome to my hike. It's horrible.
Yeah.
God, it's so bad. She picked me up, took me to Elevation Beer Company, where we had beer and I had a burger. It was great. And then as we're there, the storm hits and it's huge.
Do they still have the food truck thing?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay,
they do burgers. They're great.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I bet that was real good.
It was really good.
Okay.
And the fries were really good too. And the storm hit while we were there.
What is it about a burger and fries on a through hike?
I don't know. I think it's the meat, the carbs, the vegetables,
the fat,
all combined together.
Would you choose a burger over a pizza?
Yes, I would.
Because it's more meat?
Is that a question?
We all know your preference.
I think it's, I'm probably craving more protein than I am, and vegetables than I am cheese.
Yeah.
Even though I love cheese on trail.
Even though today she got a burger and she requested 2 types of cheese on it.
Listen, because I can.
And she got macaroni and cheese.
Because I can.
Because you can.
Yeah. But Jillian, sweet woman, she like dropped me off at Walmart and stayed in the car with Loba while I resupplied. And then she dropped us off at a hotel.
That was an expensive Walmart resupply.
I know. I was very surprised.
How many days worth of food did you get?
4.
For $130 something.
Yeah.
4 days worth of food.
And Loba too. I bought her 2 salmon packets and 2 tuna packets.
Oh boy, $10.
There's something else I bought there though. Oh, I bought clothes because I had to do laundry.
Oh, is that what Jillian is shipping?
That's what Jillian's shipping.
Okay.
It's a cheap dress from Walmart and a jacket.
Okay.
So that I could cover my boobies. Yeah. So that was also a part of it. And that was like $30 of it. So.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
I forgot about that.
Okay.
And then I did have to get Loba's special food from the pet store. The Akana.
She's spoiled.
Yeah.
Which Akana's gone corporate now.
Ugh. We'll see how that goes.
Let's see if we should switch because I'm sure they'll start putting fillers.
Probably.
As they do.
Probably. But yeah, then she dropped us off at the hotel. The guy at check-in, I think when I'm through hiking, I just don't give a shit about people anymore.
Oh, this guy was a dick to you, wasn't he?
He was just being mean. Like from the moment I walked in, I was trying to be nice. And I check in and I tell him that I have a dog. I'm like, oh, I do have a dog. And he goes, that's going to require a pet fee. And I was like, okay. I mean, and this is how he said it too. He's like, that requires a pet fee. I was like, okay, I understand. And then I was like, oh, I do need to do laundry. Are these coin? And he goes, yes. And I was like, okay, well, I have some cash. I said, I only have a 10. And he goes, I only have ones. And I was like, that's fine. And so then I see there's no coffee makers in the room. You have to request one. And I was like, oh, can I get a coffee maker? And he goes, yeah. And then...
Wow, what a dramatic sigh.
And then he's like, if you want any coffee cups, they're over there. And he points over to this little corner. In this little corner, if you look over there, all you can see are coffee mugs and coffee bags. This is all I'm seeing in this moment, right?
Like on display for sale?
Like on display, but like there's still like that's all I see. So I ask him.
It's kind of weird that he's making you go get it yourself anyway.
I know, but he like points in that direction. So then I go over there and I don't see the coffee cups initially. And I go, are the coffee mugs? Like I'm confused.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, don't touch the mugs. Like very intensely.
I'd have said, motherfucker.
And I was like, excuse me. And he goes, I mean, unless you're going to buy one, people always take that. And I was like, dude, I wasn't going to take one of your mugs. I was asking. And then I go, I need you to tone your attitude down. Like I was so mad.
I love that you said that to him.
I was so mad at him. I was like, this motherfucker, how dare you accuse me of stealing? Like I'm sick and tired of hotel staff accusing me of stealing things.
That is like a thing that happens with you.
What the fuck? That's a reference to our AZT hike as well, because we haven't talked about that.
Which we'll talk about at some point.
Someone accuses me of stealing crackers. It's great.
Crackers
at a hotel. Wow. That's the thing I would steal.
When we had stayed there for 4 nights.
5 days. No, that's not what I'm stealing, buddy. I'm going to steal one of your pillows is what I'm going to steal, or your sheets.
I'm going to steal a roll of toilet paper.
Or bed cover. I should have stolen the bed cover and shipped it to us.
You should have shit in the middle of the bed. No, the sweet cleaning crew has nothing to do with that.
No. We did make a huge mess at the hotel. There, I just like undid the Tyvek, and they're just
You and
like
Lova?
pine needles and dirt and everything just starts flying out. It was so bad. Poor Lova, she's got dirt everywhere from her paws.
Oh, this is what the ATM withdrawal I saw was. Okay.
Oh no, that's the weed. It shows as an ATM withdrawal.
What does it show as an ATM withdrawal?
They have to make it an ATM fee is what they have to do, because they're not supposed to use debit cards. They're supposed to use only cash only for weed here in Colorado.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hotel was okay. It was one of those like used to be a Super 8 motel that they tried to make nicer.
Did they succeed?
It was okay. It was better than the hotel we stayed in Superior on the AZT. It was better than that.
Okay.
But then Lova woke me up in the middle of the night barking like a banshee because she thought someone was trying to break into our room. And it was someone actually opening their door right beside us because they had just like checked in, I guess. And it was midnight. That was fun because she was losing her mind.
Sweet girl.
I know. I even
She's
opened
trying to
the
save
door.
you.
I know. I even opened the door just to show her that no one was there. And she was very confused.
She just wanted you to live.
She's like, why is no one out here? I swear someone was here.
Yeah. Oh,
I know.
I'm glad you had her as a companion.
I know. She's been a good companion. She has. But yeah, that's that.
Dude, that motherfucker. If I had been there with you.
Oh, his attitude.
Why does this always happen when I'm not with you? Is it because you're a single female?
Probably. And men think they can treat women this way. It happens a lot. You'd be surprised. Women have to like take up for themselves or just eat it and just deal with it and just not say anything. And then if we say something, we're bitches. Like that's the problem, right? Is that if we say something to take up for ourselves towards a man that acts mean, we're the problem.
I saw this thing on Instagram and I almost shared it as a story, but I didn't. But it was a pastor and some of his congregation, and they all think that women are lesser than men. And this female interviewer is getting on there and she's like, do you think that I am lesser than you? And he's like, well, and then he beats around the bush. And then she is interviewing a husband and she's like, do you think that your wife is equal to, below, or above you? And then the husband's like, well, I mean, yes and no. I'm like, wow.
Really?
Like that level of misogyny still exists.
Yes and
I
no.
cannot believe that. Like this is the 21st century.
It's kind of wild that just being a female would put you in a different bracket of living. Like it's crazy to think that would, like, somebody's skin color or somebody's sex and origin can put you in a different bracket of being treated a different way.
Well,
like
you know what the pastor said too?
I don't know. What did he say?
He was like, well, women, they basically gestate and give birth to children. And he said that takes no skill. That is exactly what he said. He said that takes no skill. It takes no talent. That is just a biological process that their body undergoes. I'm like, you're telling me 9 months of suffering and dealing with and trying to put yourself in the best environment and the best situation and going to physicians for routine checkups doesn't require any skill? Because anybody could do that, right?
I feel so sorry for his wife.
I hope he's not married because he sounds like a piece of shit.
I would imagine he is married if he's a pastor that's talking that way.
Or maybe
because
he has been.
Most congregations wouldn't allow you to not be married and talk that way.
Dude, that is crazy to me.
And the fact that congregations actually let that shit happen.
Oh, yeah.
And they don't stop it and say, this is wrong. Because they think it's right.
It's crazy to me, man.
Wild.
Oh,
Wild.
I know. And the white hetero neighborhoods now that are coming out because they think the administration would support their efforts. It's crazy stuff happening.
It's crazy.
Y'all need to
I
watch
don't
the
know
news.
what is happening, and it's amazing. My mind feels so clean right now.
I'm sure it is. And mine is just riddled with negativity from all the bullshit happening.
I feel no anxiety at all.
God.
Giveaway alert.
It's cold outside. And you know what I love?
Being warm?
I love being warm.
Yes, you do. You know what else I love and I know you love too? not having a backbreaking load of weight on your back. And you know how you
And
get that?
You know what helps that?
Leve Outdoors.
Because they have a very lightweight, I call them mid layers, that if it's super cold outside, I will mid layer it with my puffy. And Cameron, who actually runs the company and his family, does these epic alpha hoodies. He has a 60, a 90, and a 120. And so all of them are for different types of terrain, weather, and temperatures.
And he also does beanies. He does a hiking sun shirt now. And he's got a super ultra hyper lightweight jacket, which you should go and check out.
Amazing.
Yeah, definitely.
And we have a discount code for them. And so if you go to Leve Outdoors website, you get a discount code of
10% if you plug in Yeti Walks into Basecamp, all one word, at checkout. Cameron does have a lot of promotions internally as well. So the promos don't stack. So definitely use the one that's going to get you the most discount. But you always have this one to fall back on.
And if you are able to, if there's any comment section or anywhere inside of your shipping order, if you can just let him know that Yeti Legs and Basecamp sent you, we would be greatly appreciative.
To that, we are giving away a little care package from Cameron. Thank you, Cameron, for sponsoring this podcast and our episode. We want to hear what your most interesting animal or wildlife encounter is when on a trail. So shoot us an email with that. If you're the first person to email us that story, you'll be a care package winner, and we will coordinate with you via email, get you the right sizes and everything for that care package. Jillian picks you up, takes you back.
Yeah, she took us back the next morning. Loba did not want to get out of the hotel at all.
Said she was whimpering.
She literally looked at Jillian when Jillian came in and sat down as I was trying to finish packing everything up. Loba looks right at Jillian and goes, "Row, row." And then when we were like in the car, she took us to Monarch Pass Trailhead, and we're in the car, and Loba just did not want to get out. You could she didn't want that vest on. Oh my gosh, she has fought me tooth and nail every morning
For that vest?
to put that vest on. She does not want it on at all. Like every time I try to put it in her head, she dips it her head. Like she just won't. She hates it. She hates it so much.
She has to wear a vest, and the vest has a pack that goes on top of it, and the vest loops into the pack.
And she hates it more and more.
Oh, sweet
know.
girl.
But even Jillian was like, I can just take you to the Chavano campground, and you can just camp there for a few days and never tell Wesley, and we'll just take you to the end if you want.
That's funny.
I was like, no, Jillian, I got to do this. Because when we got to the Monarch Pass Trailhead, it was just an inversion. Like it's fog. Like you can't see anything. And I have to cross 50 to get to the trail. And so she was nervous for me. And she's like, well, I'm just going to stay here until I see that you've gotten over to the other side safely.
Oh.
Because people go so fast on that road.
Mm-hmm.
And so we got across. It was fine. And then we climb. We're in
You climbed through a pretty wet area too.
Yes, it was again raining. It was just sprinkling. It was more of an inversion than anything. And we finally get up there and it cleared. It was amazing. But there were still clouds everywhere and dark clouds. And I was always very nervous. I just have so much trauma after the lightning storms. I'm like, I just don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So every dark cloud, I just watch it.
More hesitant now.
Very, very hesitant. Like anytime I hear an airplane, the sound of an airplane at the beginning, I think it's thunder. I instantly start curling up. Like my body is like, where is it? Where is it? Like I'm looking for it.
That bad.
Yeah. Can you imagine just every single day? But we got up. So once you get Monarch Pass Trailhead, once you climb up, you're at this ridge line. You are in Alpine for the next 8 miles. Like you're just full on climbing.
Until you get back down to the highway, right?
No, you get back down into tree line.
Okay.
After 8 miles, you're at a high point is actually what they say on the map. It says high point. You get to this high point. That's where I took the picture where my pigtails are flying everywhere. The wind was insane up there. It was just crazy. And so we finally start getting down. We go down, and then we're into tree line again. From there, which was day 6. Yeah, day 6. I ran into a few people that day that were actually hiking the CT. So I start seeing and meeting more CT hikers. And on the east side, I mainly met Collegiate Loop hikers and I met section hikers. And so I met a couple girls. Like I met a lot more like solo female hikers.
Okay.
On this side, on the west side. Like as I was climbing, or no, I guess as I was day 5 when I was going down, I met a lot of CT hikers coming out, and they were just so happy to be there. I guess they avoided all of the storms and they all like took double, triple zeros to not have to deal with it. Good for them.
Yeah.
So I think I met like 7 CT hikers coming up and out of 50 on day 5. But day 6, I met more trying to get to Monarch Pass. So I'm going out of Monarch Pass. They're trying to get in. And I only did like 14 miles that first day, but I didn't start until 11. And I didn't think we'd get too far.
Yeah.
But I started reading a lot of people's comments about campsites and how there's a lot of dead trees. There's a lot of widowmakers. There's just a lot of stuff going on. So then I read a comment about best campsite in the last 25 miles and has water. And so I was like, I'm going to camp there then, because I'm reading comments like all these campsites are shitty and blah, 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 blah. So I was like, well, I'm going to trust it. I get to this campsite and I showed it to you. Is that grassland with where the deer was and stuff?
Yes.
It was a horrible campsite.
Was it?
Everything was slanted around. That's where I saw the human feces. But everything was slanted. But I was like, at this point, I was like, I'm just going to pitch. Like, I don't know what else to do. I'm tired. But it was only 5:30. Like I could have kept going. And this is where I regret. And I'm learning this in myself as I'm through hiking. Because I think if you had been there, you would have said, let's push.
Yeah.
And I think that's where I started to see our dynamics come into play, where you weren't there. And I was sitting there going, you know what? I don't know what's coming. And I'm reading these comments. And so I'm going to trust that versus listening to my gut and saying, let's just keep going and see what's ahead.
Yeah.
Because you would have said, let's keep going and see what's ahead.
Oh, yeah.
Because I still had 2 hours of daylight. Like,
I want to sleep by shit.
Or 3 hours of daylight. Like, but I didn't know about the shit until the next morning. But it was a shitty, like slanted spot on grass. And so I knew that the tent was going to be wet the next day.
Yeah.
But I did it anyway.
Oh.
And I camped there and it was a lovely like dinner time, but that's when I put the mat. So Lopa's mat is one of those accordion, like Nemo mats. And I carry her mat and I put it down and I use it as like a lunch spot, dinner spot, whatever. And I put it down to eat outside and I put it in some sort of tar.
That seems weird that would be out there.
And it was on the grass. Like it was in the grass and it was this glob of, what did you call it? Motor oil?
I thought it was sap.
No. It was black and it smelled like diesel.
I would say that's some type of motor oil.
It was gooky.
Okay.
And I didn't see it when I put the mat down. And why would there be that in the middle of the grass? So I like put it down and then I didn't even realize the motor oil or whatever it was on it until the next morning as I'm like packing up and I'm like, what is this weird, smelly, stinky thing? And I look and there's this massive glob on the mat and I got it in the tent.
Ew.
It was so bad. And you're going to see it in there. I still try to get it out and like wet wipe it, but you can still, I think there's still a little left residue, but it's just like, come on, you guys, like, why the fuck would you do this to our planet? Why is there a glob of this gooky motor oil in the grass?
Is that like an area that allows dirt bikes?
Well, it's a Jeep trail access road and it's the end of it. So people park there to go and climb the pass because the pass is 2 miles from there. The first pass is 2 miles from that spot.
So likely some type of oil from a vehicle.
Yeah. But it's like in the middle. It's not like on the gravel. There was gravel right there.
Yeah.
And anyway.
That's disgusting.
Yeah. But I definitely learned a lesson, I think, in all of this, that there were days where I just wanted to push.
Yeah.
But then I didn't.
Yeah.
And I should have, because it would have set me up different. I was listening more to what people's advice was versus listening to my own gut. And that's a big thing, I think, a takeaway of this whole through hike is listening to my gut.
Yeah.
But I woke up the next morning. It was a beautiful sunrise, but then the clouds started rolling back in.
As they do.
As they do. And there
this is day 7.
This is day 7. A cute little deer came, up drinking in the stream. I didn't sleep that night well either.
Not near the human shit.
Yeah, not near the human shit.
Good.
Hello, sweet girl. Loba has awoken from her nap.
She has.
This girl, she has slept what, like 5 hours straight, probably.
Mm-hmm.
The next morning, of course, the tent was wet because of the grass, but it might have rained overnight. I don't know. I didn't sleep super well. For some reason, I kept being afraid that something was going to come out of I thought a moose was going to come out of the brush. I don't know. When you're out there by yourself, you have like wild thoughts. Like something's going to rip through the tent.
Yeah, I've been out there by myself, but not with her. I feel like if I was with Loba, I'd feel a little bit more secure.
Yeah, but then I think though that what can she do if something...
Let you know that something's there.
Before it attacks?
If something big was around the tent, I feel like she would
know.
She would make a scene.
Like if it was something big and scary.
Yeah, she doesn't really do it for little mice. But.
No, she didn't care about the chipmunks.
No.
But yeah, I hiked. So in the Collegiate West is what we're going to call it. It's east and west, right? So now I'm in the Collegiate West, and this is where it's alpine everything. Like everything is alpine. Everything's above 11,000 feet. You have to be strategic about where you camp because of the fact that you're in alpine and you're in exposed ridges. So I did start to see a lot of people saying, hey, don't camp past this specific spot because there is nowhere to camp. Like you're literally just in a very exposed ridge line. So I tried to set myself up so Cottonwood Pass is where Wesley picked me up this morning. And it's this road. It's a highway right there, Highway 306.
Major highway.
And I tried to set myself up to be able to get into Cottonwood Pass early in the day because I looked at the weather last night and saw that a storm was coming, rain was coming by like 1 p.m. So I said, okay, it doesn't look like there's going to be any lightning. So if I can camp in this like alpine terrain, and it would be almost 23 miles from where I was yesterday morning.
Mm-hmm.
So that's day 7, where the deer is. So I'm like, okay, if I can camp at 22.9, then I will set myself up really well, like 7 miles to get in.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hiking that whole day. I meet a lot of hikers coming the opposite way that are CT hikers. A couple people really wanted to bail. They hated the weather. They were ready to get out.
Sounds bad.
And I can understand when you're on these very exposed ridges. Like it's pretty terrifying up there. I'm just thankful there was no lightning at this point. Like I can't imagine all of the people. I did start asking people that I ran into who were on the west side during all those lightning storms, like, where were you? And some of them were in these exposed ridges and they were like, yeah, definitely thought I was dying. I can't imagine being on an exposed ridge and seeing the lightning right there.
It'd be scary.
It'd be terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
But I did a very big push that day and it was almost 22 miles. It ended up being like 21.5 because...
Which isn't that much in mileage, but you did 7 passes.
Yeah. So in this day, I did 7 pass climbs. Like these are like intense climbs. And if you can imagine Colorado passes, these are stupid switchbacks going up like straight up. Like you just... It's pretty hard. It's a lot.
Yeah.
And in this day, like it rained. There were constant clouds coming in. It rained 3 times. It hailed. And so I'm constantly just having to like duck under trees, but I would always see it pass and keep going. So this was yesterday was my best day of having no rain or any storms. Like it was a great day. And I met a couple on the first pass. They actually parked right as I was packing up. They parked with their dog and started climbing up the pass and I caught them. Oh. I didn't leave until 30 minutes after them.
For you.
And I caught them.
I'm sure it felt good.
Felt really good. And then I caught another couple on the second pass that was biking and they were trying to take their bikes up and they did 2 passes with me actually. But they finally caught me at the down slope of the 3rd pass. And the woman was like, man, you're fast. She was like, we were trying to catch you with our bikes.
That's funny. They can do it on the downhills. But...
Yeah. But I felt really good about that too. I was like, all right. Okay. I was moving because I was like, I got to move.
You're like,
and then as the day kept going on, I started getting more and more tired, but we just kept pushing the thing that's really difficult about that section is that you go down into this like lake stream area where there's plenty of campsites, but it would only have been like 13 or 14 miles for my day. And then that means that I have to do like 15 miles to get to Cottonwood Pass. So that means that if I'm not going to set myself up well. Like I'm not going to make it to Cottonwood Pass and like today if I had camped there. And what I started to learn is a lot of these people were only doing 12-mile days because of these issues where they had to like set themselves up and they didn't want to do a 20+ day. Mm-hmm. So they'd have to camp after 12 miles just to be at a spot where there wasn't an exposed ridge. It's like you have to like pick your battle. Do you want to push 20+ miles or do you just want to camp after 12 or 13 miles? Mm-hmm. I saw that campsite and I was like, it's only 2:30. I'm going to keep going. And so I kept going and man, oh man, that last section, that last push from 2:30 to like 6:30. Uh-huh. That's when I did like 4 more passes and it's insane. Like you're just up there and you're like, oh my God, another one? like,
stop it.
Why is like, you can just see it and you do these massive traverses all the way around and then you're climbing. And, mm-hmm. And the rocks got really bad and poor Loba, I could tell her, I think she just slowed down and
feetses.
Yeah. But we found this epic campsite last night that was just like, it was beautiful. It was in this cute little brush. It was at Alpine, but there were no lightning storms in the forecast. So it was like perfect, right beside a stream. And it wasn't even clocked on far out. So no one knew it was there. And so no one was pitched and it was 6:30 because that's what I was so nervous about is people always pitch early on these trails and I'm not going to find something. There was an area that was designated or people had talked about that was a mile further up. And I had thought about camping there. But something in my gut was like, you know what? There's probably going to be a lot of people camping there from coming out of Cottonwood Pass.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to camp here. And it was perfect. It was great. Great little spot with the marmots and pikas. I slept great because
she wasn't chasing them.
Yeah, no, she wasn't chasing him. She just stared at him.
It's crazy.
She just looked at him very regally.
What is life?
And probably judged them like, what are you?
Little rodents.
It was cute. And we had a beautiful sunset. And then I thought I set my alarm for 5:30 to wake up to get out of this stuff as soon as I could.
And then Armageddon.
And then all of a sudden, I get woken up by Loba licking me. And it's 7:00.
Oh, no.
And I was in a deep sleep. I slept so hard.
Good.
And I slept really well, but I was so tired when I woke up. And I got us up and out and packed up in an hour. And it was raining. So when I wake up, it's raining. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, it wasn't supposed to rain until 1 p.m. What is this? So I like try to pack everything up inside the tent. And shout out to MSR, that 3-person tent we have. Like I could pack everything I had inside the tent.
Yeah.
And then I can just pack the tent after.
It's spacious.
And it's so spacious in there. And so I'm so thankful for the MSR tent. It's so easy to pitch. Like it's just a really great tent. But I like pack us up and I get us out of there as soon as I can.
And this is today.
And this is this morning.
Day 8.
And I literally try to get us out of there as soon as I can. But here's the catch in all of this is the weather said it wasn't coming in until later. So I thought I had a window until about 12 p.m. to be okay. But I didn't. Like I put my raincoat on. I put the cover on the backpack before we left. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I'm just going to leave it on. I don't know what's going to happen because this whole thing's been like Russian roulette. So let's go. So I'm hiking. I have to hike 3 passes to get out and to get to Cottonwood Pass. I have 8 miles. So it's raining. And then I've done one of the passes, I think. And I'm Garmin messaging Wesley. It's this morning. And I'm like, for some reason, I thought he was coming to meet me at Cottonwood Pass because he was asking if I needed anything. And of course, when you're Garmin messaging, things can get lost because it doesn't all come in at once when you're texting. And I had had no service through this section. Like I've had no service for days. So I come down off this ridge and I am realizing I'm just like really having a hard time. I am mentally having a really hard time. It will not stop raining, but I have this moment where the clouds break. It's a little nicer. And so I switch on my cell service to see if by chance I have any. And lo and behold, I do. And so I call Wesley because he made it sound like he wasn't coming in the Garmin message. And I call him and I'm like, hey, so you're not coming? And I'm just like super disappointed. And he's like, no, I wasn't planning on it, but do you need me to come? Like, it'd be a waste he's like, I just feel like driving 4 hours just to see you. That feels like a lot, but like, what do you need? And I was like, I don't know what I need. I don't know, like maybe I need to just suck it up and power through this and move on. And then he starts looking at the forecast. He's like, oh, it looks like it might be lightning this afternoon. And I was like, oh, that's not going to work for me because I'm going to be in Alpine the rest of the day. Like this is just constant Alpine from this point forward. And I'm like, I cannot do lightning in this Alpine stuff. And so Wesley's like, how about this? Why don't I just come and get you and I'm going to take you to lunch and then we can reevaluate. I'm like, that sounds good. And I'm so thankful that he did that because after I hung up with him, from this point forward, for the next 2 hours, all of a sudden the clouds come in and it starts hailing. It starts raining sideways and it is windy as hell. And I can't see anything in front of me from this point forward. Like I have no clue where I am. I don't know where we're going. And Lova's even concerned.
What's your like distance of visibility? Like 5, 10?
Probably 10 feet.
Really?
At 10 feet at times and then 15, 20 at other times. But 10 feet was probably pretty consistent. And then I could see Lova about 15 feet in front of me and she'd stop and turn around and make sure I was okay. She could tell that like I was concerned. And it was freezing. You
with all of your layers on.
It was so cold. And so I'm climb. I finally get down and it's just pouring outside. It is raining. And I run into another thru hiker that's trying to hitch. And then I run into 2 other thru hikers that came down from the other side that were trying to hitch. I'm waiting for Wesley. And I think it was like 40 minutes before you got there.
In the rain.
There's nowhere to take cover. She's
not lying.
And it's pouring, rainy, and windy, and my hands were about to fall off. They were so cold.
Whenever I got there, her fingers were turning white.
It was so cold.
Yeah.
And I just started crying when I saw his car pull up. I was like, oh my God, he's here.
She was looking over the ledge, like at the top of the pass, down at the road.
I was waiting. I was like, where is he? Where is he? Where is he? But yeah, so that's been my day.
Are you glad that you came home?
Yeah, because apparently it's supposed to rain.
It's raining here right now.
Is it raining here? Shocker. But I don't know, tomorrow and then definitely Sunday, Monday are supposed to be beautiful days. And this next section, I only have 35 miles left. And this next section is gorgeous. And I told Wesley, I was like, I don't want to do it when I can't see it.
You want to enjoy it.
I want to enjoy this. This is like, why not? And that's another thing about thru hiking is you don't always have to be out there suffering if you don't want to be. You can go and
if you don't have to be.
And if you don't have to be. If you're not stuck in it, then don't be stuck in it. If you are at a road where you can hitch out and take a 0 or a 00, go do it.
If you can afford it.
Yeah. But even then, you can find a way. Like, I think that's a big lesson here is that it's really more important that you can mentally handle a thru hike. And if you're constantly being rained on and stormed on, day in, day out, you need to just separate from it for a minute so that you can go back.
And that's what we did for the AZT.
We did.
Miserable for a very different reason, but
yeah. But yeah, that's my collegiate loop saga.
So far, you still have 2 to 3, probably just 2 more days.
I think it's just 2.
Have you missed me out there?
Yeah. So it's not that I have missed you for the fact that you do our water and pitch our tent and cook our food, which is pretty much all the chores. It's hard doing all the chores. It's exhausting.
I know.
But maybe I can help split some of that at some point,
Maybe. We'll see.
Maybe. But yeah, but it's not that I missed you. Really, it was just your presence. It's just like, it's not the same. It's not the same.
Good answer.
It's true. Like I like ached. I was like, oh, I miss him.
You ached?
Yeah, my heart ached.
Oh, those are deep words.
Yeah, I really missed you.
Those sweet words coming from you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you only get 2 more days. Do you want me to come out there, or are you going to do it solo and I'll just cowbell you into the finish?
Cowbell. I don't know. We should figure that out. Yeah, I kind of talked to Wesley about maybe he should just come out and finish it with me, because at the end of the day, I feel like I got enough of a taste to know what it feels like to through hike by myself.
And she never wants to do it again.
Not if I don't have to.
Well, there you go, folks. Mission accomplished. That's
So
funny.
yeah, maybe you'll join me for these last 2 days. It'll be like an overnight backpacking trip.
We'll see. We'll see. The next episode will be the last installment of Basecamp's Collegiate loop hike, and we'll see if I actually go out with her, or if she finishes just her and Loba, and I'll be cowbell ringing the middle.
Yeah, one or the other.
So stay tuned for that next episode coming out in about 2 weeks.
Yeah, thanks for listening, you guys.
Thanks for listening to that.
If you have any questions about the Collegiate Loop, like this is a great one, I think, for a lot of people to start on, or just if you have like 10 to 12 days to take off, I really think this is a good one to do. So if you have any questions, send them our way.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to do a super quick environmental corner.
Do it.
I'm not going to go in depth on any one specific topic, but rather I have 2 highlight pieces to go over.
Okay.
And I would really like to do an environmental corner on the roadless rule. Just a quick snippet on what the roadless rule is. It's established by the U.S. Forest Service in 2001, and it prohibits most road construction, timber harvesting, and development on nearly 60 million acres of inventoried roadless areas within the National Forest System. This protects wildlife, watersheds, recreational areas, etc. And this is something that the current administration is trying to repeal, so that those areas can be accessed and harvested, not only for timber, but for mining as well.
That'll hurt a lot of the trails, I feel like, because don't a lot of the Forest Service roads connect the trails?
Well, these are areas without roads. They want to build roads in.
Oh, they want to build roads.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I think this would be a really cool one to do a topic on, like its own very specific environmental corner.
Yeah.
But today I wanted to share a couple wins and then something y'all might find a little funny. So this is some good ocean news that has happened this month, and this is from Oceania. So I got a couple here. So the California coast was made safer for marine life. After years of campaigning by Oceania, the California Fish and Game Commission adopted regulations to better prevent marine life entanglement in recreational Dungeness crab trap lines. So that's a win.
Yay!
A new manta ray species was recognized. Marine scientists have now officially recognized a 3rd manta ray species, Mobula yare, found only in Atlantic waters. Researchers had suspected it existed for about 15 years, and now, after years of intensive study, it's finally been confirmed. So that is a win.
Is this something that has evolved or adapted?
No, I think it's existed.
But they've just never found it? Is it harder to observe, maybe?
Maybe it's there are less of them.
Oh,
or maybe
okay.
they have more of a narrow habitat.
Interesting.
Yeah, so that's a win.
That's really cool.
Let's see. Hawaii judge saves Pacific MPA. A judge in Hawaii blocked the Trump administration from opening the Pacific Islands Heritage Marine Monument to commercial fishing, defending precious ocean life in a marine protected area nearly twice the size of Texas. And when we're talking about these protected marine areas, you got to also consider the spillover effect, because fish don't just stay sequestered in lines delineated by humans. They float around, swim around. So it's not just these protected areas, but the areas surrounding as well. That would have been impacted had that area been opened up to fishing.
Wow.
I know. So that's a win. Deep sea discoveries, from life energized by chemical reactions instead of sunlight to dozens of suspected new species found miles underwater off the coast of Argentina. All sorts of deep sea discoveries were made this month.
Whoa.
That's a win.
Okay.
And then I have one more win. Bipartisan support for protecting U.S. parks from plastic. The Reducing Waste in National Parks Act H.R. 3604, is now a bipartisan bill to protect our national parks from single-use plastic pollution. Representative Nick LaLota joined sponsor Rep. Mike Quigley and 35 other representatives in supporting this important effort. Now we just got to get more staffing in the national parks. And what was that stupid executive order bringing plastic single-use straws back into play?
I don't understand why.
I don't do that. So silly to me.
Like, if that's like going backwards, even like, I just don't get it. Like, if we're already in motion to do something else for our straws, why not keep it?
Honestly, it feels like regression, that one, doesn't it? And this is another one. If you have a certain political allegiance opposite of what we clearly have an allegiance towards, you may want to skip this part. So the Trump administration asked public land visitors to identify signage that they wanted to whitewash. So they had like these questionnaire type things out saying, hey, what type of signage at these parks do you want, or these public lands do you want removed? And the people responded. And these are some of the responses. There's a sign about DOI Secretarial Order 3431 that sounds like a bunch of bullshit. That was submitted at Crack in the Ground, Oregon. As Americans, we all benefit from awareness of our history, warts and all. Whitewashing history benefits no one and dooms us to repeat past atrocities.
Oh, these are the responses of what people said.
These are the responses from the people. Yes.
Nice.
If I didn't make that clear, sorry.
I was a little confused.
These are citizen responses.
Okay.
And that was from the Four Dances Recreation Area in Montana. This survey is a waste of my tax dollars. Moab Field Office in Utah. This BLM sign itself clearly has the character of a Stalinist, communistic, East German, or North Korean government directive that attempts to control public behavior and is therefore deeply un-American. That was from the Upper Klamath Wild and Scenic River in Oregon.
Nice.
Need more signs about the awful Republican efforts to defund our public lands. Campbell Tract Recreation Area in Alaska. The photos of Trump and Vance are really creepy. I'm guessing they have photos around these things or something. Having images of the Antichrist and his fallen angel stepchild on the wall is really tasteless and inappropriate.
Oh
my God. That was the Canyon of the Ancients in Colorado.
Oh, well. There we go.
Makes sense, right?
Colorado.
And then I have two more here. Give more money to the parks instead of spending it on these surveys. From the Oregon Trail Interpretive Center in Idaho.
Nice.
And here's the last one. Fuck you, Republican whitewashing hypocrites. History should be told accurately whether it hurts your snowflake feelings or not. Apostle Islands National Lake Shore in Wisconsin.
Oh, Wisconsin. Okay. Okay, Wisconsin.
So there are some wins and some funny moments depending on what you align with.
I think it's just helpful to know that there are people out there that are not okay with this.
Exactly.
You know, that we're not alone in this, and that there are so many people that are really upset about this.
And what it comes down to, if you remove all the, the partisanship here, it comes down to a bunch of people being really concerned about their public lands and the wildlife and the environments that we have and wanting to protect that, not only for environmental integrity, but so that we can, as a population, still enjoy it and it can still be there for future generations.
Yeah.
Yep. Protect. So that was our environmental quarter.
All right. Well, hey everybody. Thanks for listening to our podcast. Yeti Walks into Basecamp.
Thanks to our wonderful team for editing the podcast, for working all of our social media,
yes,
et cetera.
We really appreciate you guys.
Couldn't do it without you.
Thank you.
Thanks for holding on the fort while we're out here on the Colorado Trail.
Yeah. So thank you to Charlotte, Brooke, Bryn, and AJ for all that you do for our podcast. We really appreciate you guys.
Mm-hmm. Thanks to the Fire West Lost for outro and intro music, Appalachian Trail. Whenever I saw you today, you were coming at me in the rain.
And I was crying.
The clouds, and you were crying.
And I did not say.
You did not say happy trails.
I said, take me home.
Take me home. Beat me up, Scotty.
Help me. I'm a wet rat.
Yeah. Thanks for listening, y'all.
Thanks. Happy trails.
Hey y'all, Charlotte here, lead editor for Yeti Walks into Basecamp. We just wanted to let you all know that we pride ourselves in using only the work and skills of real humans here on our podcast. No component of our show or social media utilizes AI, and that's how we want it to stay. We hope you enjoy the episode and the dedication that each of our team members put into it.